event. To my husband here, baby, you're my big baby. Like my other baby. So I call you baby. So thank you for all you do to me and to the family and the kids. My family actually love you. So you are wonderful. From this day onward, I will always cherish you and love you more and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. I would also like you to know that you are my big baby. And thank you, Mr. Fernandez, for inviting me here and my wife. When I was little or still in high school, I used to running around looking for some beautiful girls. I never found somebody like the one standing in front of me here. So when I found her, it sank into my heart. I had something struck my mind that this is the one for you. So Laura, know that I love you so much. I will continue to love you, and I love you till death depart us. And may the Lord guide us and give you more help so that we strive together.
Hello? Yeah, good evening everyone here. Bonsoir à tous. Et merci à la famille Fonani pour nous donner cette occasion de célébrer l'amour. Et puis, je vous remercie beaucoup. Et à toi, mon roi, Tani, comme on t'appelle, je t'ai aimé depuis le premier jour que je t'ai rencontré. Tu es l'amour de ma vie. Sans toi, je ne peux pas vivre. Je te remercie beaucoup pour tout ce que tu as fait pour la famille. J'apprécie tout ce que tu as fait. J'apprécie avoir conduit les enfants dans l'église. J'apprécie, n'est-ce pas, ta patience, ton support, ton amour pour moi continuel chaque jour. Et chaque jour, ton amour pour moi se renouvelle. Et je peux te dire ici devant cette assemblée que si j'avais encore à revenir sur terre, je t'épouserais. Merci.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much, Magni. As you notice the house is bilingual. Anglophone, this is Francophone. Thank you very much, Mani, for that good word, inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Mr. Henry's family for bringing us here today. It's a lot. Thank you very much for that. And we've been together for 27 years.
Wow!
We've raised 6 children together, including a set of twins.
Wow!
And I maybe say 2 sets of twins because our adopted son has they're born the same year with my reborn son, my biological son. So the whole family knows that I have 2 sets of twins, that one and the Ray one. So Mani is a long time, 27 years. It looked like a long time, but for me, it's really, really not that long. Yeah. But one thing you realize is my love grows for you every day, every day, every day. To be candid, you must have noticed it that it's easier now for us to even communicate better than we were before. And I wish to seize this opportunity to say thank you very much for all the things you've been doing. Thank you for being very caring, taking care of all of us in the house, doing your best to make sure we are together. Thank you for the love you've shown to the whole family. You're the queen of the family. Then continue to be the queen of the family. I love you very much. I promise to continue to love you. And as I told you before, the love for you increases every day. As
First, I would like to thank the couples who invited us here for this event. And I just want to say thank you for my baby standing in front of me. He's not only my baby, but a brother I've never had. So this day, I said these words. I promise I will always keep to the words. I'm so happy that God binded us together. It is not by our power, but it was by the power of God. So, I'm so happy because he's a patient person and he's always trying to help me out with my excessive because I can be naughty at times. I promise I will be always submissive to your leadership into the marriage. Amen. And I pray that the Almighty God that has brought us together, He will continue to guide and protect us and give us long life and more events to celebrate till the day He will call us. Babe, I love you so much, and I will keep on loving you.
I think I'll speak in French, much better in French. Thank you, Mr. Henry, consistent. Thank you for bringing us together. Opportunity like this comes but once. To be able to, it's easy said indoors than in public, how you love your partner. So we really thank you for this privilege that we'll be able to stand in front of our partner and tell them how profound we love them. My wife here, we haven't been, married for so long, but it feels like 30 years. Because, we actually, we each and every as each and every day goes by, we're learning new things about each other, and it's the reason I say it's been like 30 years because it's so quick. Like each and every day we discover that we're really going so quick. We learn each other really quick. So I'll put all the words in one. You best know, is it from my heart? I love you, and I will always. And I thank you very much for being there for us, for me, and our new born baby, Captain. We put everything in God's hand, and we pray He continue guiding and protecting us as He's been doing. I always love you, always be there for you, always be there as a big bro, as a friend, business partner, joking partner. That's it. Thanks. I love you.
I'll first of all start by thanking Mr. Henry and Naiwan Consist for giving us this opportunity. I'm not really good at talking. I'm good at carrying actions. I got married to Derek December 27, 2014. So in 3 months time, we'll be celebrating our 7th anniversary. I want to use this opportunity to promise Derek that I will always stand by him. I will take him to club at 90. I will travel around the world with him. I will spoil you, babe, you know now. I tell you these things every day. I will buy you a private jet. I will buy you a mansion. I will buy you that your designer shoe that you know now. So, they say we should not waste much time, so let's get it here. Derek, babe, boo boo, hey, the love of my life. Take this cake as a sign of my love and fidelity to you, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part.
I don't even know what to say again. She said everything. I'm the talking person, but today I don't have much to say. So thank you, my people. You guys inspire her. She doesn't talk a lot. So thank you. I won't say much. Our story didn't start today. She's my high school, secondary school sweetheart. When we started, I was a little bit shy, but I knew she kind of liked me because I was a little bit a smart guy, and I would look for a means for her to come close to me so we can study together. I didn't have the courage to pop the question. As time goes by, I always admired her. The honest truth was that, she was a beautiful girl, and when you're in a class where you have a lot of people that, the kind of spark that look at her, you're like, do I deserve? Can I go? Can I confront her? No, I don't stand a chance, and I never. But I always showed concern. I would just walk up to her and ask her, how you doing in high school? That was my style of, pushing the question a little bit closer. And as time goes by, we kind of separated, and as school evolved, we changed locations, and she moved out of the country. We never stopped communicating. I still keep communicating, and one of the things I'll tell you is that when I decided to get married, I didn't waste a minute. I asked her right away, do you want to get married to me? I didn't waste a minute. And she knew my question was coming from the heart. My love.
Yes, baby.
It's been a struggle. It's been happy moments. Every time that I've gone through pain, you've been the shelter. You've comforted me in every moment in my life. I will never, ever stop loving you. I might get naughty sometimes, but it comes from love. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
are so good, oh, I thank God, oh, for giving me life today.
Hello. I just want to start by correcting Hycen's misconception about when we met. We actually met 20 years ago in Junicop. Maybe he didn't notice me, but I noticed him. I know he remembers Boya because that's when he came. Maybe that's when he noticed me, and then we went to Limbe, and then he tried to impress me, and he almost drowned in Seme Beach. But we have been married for 11 years, and I have to say this is the most selfless person I know. So to an extent that sometimes I even get annoyed, I'm like, think about yourself first. Put yourself first before thinking about other people. But no, he wouldn't do it. Always putting others first. It's good, but sometimes it's not so good. But the most important thing today is I just want to thank you for being by me, for believing in me, for giving me hope when I had no hope. So about 14 years ago, a doctor told me I would never be able to conceive a child. And that just, it made my world so dark. I never wanted to get married again. I never wanted to get into another relationship. And when Hycen came to get married to me, I told him, I'm like, the doctors have said I can never have a child. Are you okay with getting married to someone who will never? And he was like, it is not about a child. Whether you have a child or not, it is you I want. It is you I want to be with. And so we got married, and I was like, okay, this is it. And we tried IVF 3 times, it didn't work. I went into depression, and he was like, you don't have to bother yourself. I've told you, a child or not, I still want to be with you, I still love you. Fast forward 5 years ago, we adopted a set of twins. Actually, they were my cousin's children, and we adopted them, and he has bonded so well with them that I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? And I think that adoption was our good luck charm because we finally had our own biological son. And I'm just so happy that this man stood beside me all this time, gave me hope. During the mood swings with I don't know if anyone is familiar with IVF, but I had to go through a lot of, injections, hormonal treatment, and I had a lot of mood swings. I still have them though. And he always accommodates me. I just want to say thank you very much. I don't say it enough, but I want to tell you today that I love you very, very much. And I don't take, your whatever you've done for me for granted. And I'll prove it to you someday. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Henry, for giving us this opportunity to say a word and express our feelings. Pamela, I just want to thank you for being who you are. You are a beautiful soul, so thank you. I love you for who you are, and I appreciate you. And I pray God that He should give us better days ahead, and just give us the courage to pull through it together. We've done it for 11 years, and nothing will stop us. Thank you.
Today is actually our 13th anniversary. Our traditional wedding was on the 4th of September 2009. So today is our 13th anniversary. And standing here is my daddy. My father, not just a daddy like a pet name or something. He is a father to me, and he knows why. I don't have one. He is. I am that woman in life that has something that no one has ever, I can say ever, had it. Because he got married to me when I was so little. I was living with my grandmom who raised me, and she took me and gave me to him. Rest in peace, Grandma. My grandmom passed away like 3 years ago, and she always says something: love your husband. That's the man I gave to you. And I'm so lucky because he treats me as a wife and as a daughter. When he slaps me and I'm running out of the house as a wife, he catches me back as a daughter and like, sit down here. I want to talk some sense into your head. You are my daughter. You are not my wife. So those two aspects have made me to live a life just so perfect as I can say. They usually say there's no perfect marriage, but my marriage is perfect. Yes. Because of that, I want to say this, and it was on the same day that I said these words. You are my beloved husband, in whom I'm well pleased. I love you and will forever love you.
She said it all, but before I say it, I can say, I want first of all thank Bobe Fonene for this opportunity. All along, I've been looking for such an opportunity to express how I feel about this lady standing in front of me here. She said 13 years to me is like 13 days, even less, because each time I look at her, she's like the same person, the same way I met her the first day I saw her. Sometimes I kind of confused. Is it like I'm dreaming 13 years, but she looks the same all along? So we've come a long way. She didn't say it all, but what she said was good. We were tested in our marriage for 5 years. Satan showed us all it takes to live a happy life, let me put it that way. But we were married for, she said 13 years, we were married for 13 years, we went for five good years without issues, no child. We could hear all sorts of things, this and that, James is the problem, the next problem would say, yes, we know, we are the problem, we have faith in ourselves. What brought us together was not a child, was not what we were thinking, was the love that I have for my daughter. And we are going to live like that. And God being the way God is, it happened 2013, and we are now blessed with 2 kids. So sometimes in life I look back, I don't have anything to regret. I pretend to be proud even when I don't have anything, but I give glory to God. So Belinda, if this was fufu without condition, or fufu with condition, I will profess my love once more for you. From the bottom of my heart, sincerely speaking, without any apology, without anything I've done wrong for you, I want to say that I love you more and more. And I will love you more and more and more again. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hi. Good evening to everyone. I'll start by thanking Mr. and Mrs. Fonani for this wonderful day. What I have to say is that I'm really shy. gone a long way. I met a friend. We met in Littoral, in Punjab precisely, and when he like proposed to me at first, I looked at him. I said, "No, I'm not interested." No, I'm not interested. So after a year, I don't know, it's something that God, I don't know, it was the work of God, as I can say, because we still met together again. And this time around, when he proposed, I was like, yeah, let's see how it's gonna work. And all this while, he has really been an amazing husband. And I want to seize this opportunity to say I love you, and you remain the apple of my heart, the apple of my eye. I love you so much. Maybe I might not have said it the way you wanted me to say it, but I want to say it right now, that there is nothing that can ever separate us apart of death. Yeah. So I will love you till death do us part. Thank you.
Hello. I'm really impressed with the words from my wife. So I'm really, today has been really a wonderful day, because such words have never, at least she has been showing it in actions, but just hearing my words. So I've really learned a lot today, because I think today when I go home, our love is going to take a different turn. Baby, you know I do love you. Yeah, I will keep on loving you. The love is going to take a different turn tonight. So you are really, I don't know, the way I'm going to take care of you, I don't know how to really say it here. Just from my actions, you will see everything. Yeah, you are really my charming baby. I will do everything to keep you happy all the time. You know, I'm happy for you. And again, when I think of maybe the first day I met you and where we are today, I really say thank God for everything. And to continue, I can say Consistence, as Sister Consistence and the husband has been really, the day I met them, they have been so wonderful for us. They have really, because the day I met, I can say so many good things have happened in my life, spiritually, and I can't mention everything here. So I'm really grateful. And again, this day, everything, my family life, so everything, my wife, so we are going to, and it will be wonderful. So thanks everyone. Baby, I
I'm not very good at speaking in public, but I will do my best. I'm very happy to be here today. I'm so grateful to God, and thank you, Tata Consist and Papa Henry, for inviting us. And I'm so happy we were able to make all the efforts to come here. You all know.
Nobody knows.
So, I'm so happy today because I've seen a lot of, no, I don't speak French, sorry. I've heard the testimony
I've heard today have truly inspired me. And I'm very grateful to God because one of the best decision I ever made was accepting to marry this man right here. He has made me a better person. I have become a better person. He is very loving and patient and very accommodating. In fact, I'm short of words to express. In fact, the love that he pours out, chakara my head. So he has shown me so much love, and he's my best friend. We joke a lot. We do pretty much everything together, and I'm very happy to call him my husband, my babes, original babes. I will end here, and I want you to know that truly I love you, and thank you for making me your wife. Thank you for choosing me, and I promise to be submissive. I promise to be the best that you want me to be, and I will work hard each day to make you my king. And the rest I will just leave for God because I give him all the glory. Thank you for coming into my life. Thank you so much. What happens in Ohio stays in Ohio. Thank you, Dr.
When I'm looking for trouble, it's cause I know that I got you. Wanting to bless everybody, and it's because of your uncle.
Yeah, today I just want to be a little bit short. I want to say thank you first to Papa Henry and Mama Consist for inviting us. And I remember when this started, I was still a student. As Papa Henry always said, little Gaetan in school in West Virginia. When I was coming, it started at the house. People were cutting the cake, feeding their wives. I was just glancing, looking with funny eyes. You know, it's a pleasure for me to be part of it today. And one of the biggest accomplishments in my life was to marry this beautiful woman that I call my wife. And I proposed and decided to marry her without having a job. I graduated from school, no job, but I was getting married because I didn't want to lose no chance to miss her. And then she accepted me as well without having a job. Both of us, we were jobless, but we were in love. With the grace of the Almighty God, we made it. We had a great wedding. We got married. We live together. She is my best friend, my wife. I don't need nobody else. All my friends are complaining why you're not calling me because I'm fulfilled at home. So I'm really happy to have her on my side, and she has made me from a boy to a man. And she gave me 2 beautiful children that I love so much. Thank you, babe. I want to say I love you, and I will keep loving you.
Hello. I want to start by thanking the Fonanis, not only for inviting us here today, but precisely because I met my husband through Sister Consistence. So this is how it happened. In September of last year, I lost my niece, who was very close to us because her mom died when her mom was my elder sister. And her mom died just after giving birth to her. No, 2 months after giving birth to her. So we pretty much were the ones that raised my niece. And when she was at the age of 11, she had nephrotic syndrome, which kind of accelerated to kidney failure. And in September of 2020, she passed away. So when Sister Consistent learned about it, she inboxed me. I think it was actually during the pandemic, and visitings were not allowed. So she inboxed me and asked if she could come just to console with us. I asked my brother and he was okay with it. So she paid us a visit. She was with her husband. And when she went back, she texted me again. She asked if she can come every other Sunday to fellowship with us at home. And I still spoke with my brother and he was okay with it because I was okay with it. So we accepted, and the first Sunday she came, I didn't know she was coming with another person. So she actually came with Elvis, who is now my husband. And and so she came when they came again. It was the second time they came again. That was when we exchanged contacts. But at that time, I didn't have anything in mind. Like, even how we exchanged contacts. So when we went out to see them all, they were kind of dancing and I was taking the video. So at the end of the day, I needed to send the video. So I had to take his contact in order to send the video. I just sent the video and that was it. So it was kind of just quiet for some months, and after that, we kept fellowshipping every other Sunday. No, we fellowship every Sunday, either on video call or in person. So there was a Sunday I wasn't around, but I think I had COVID or something. I wasn't around, so he came into my inbox trying to find out what happened. That was how it kind of started, and then once every often, he would stop by in my inbox just to check. And it continued, became serious, and on the 31st of December 2020, that was when he actually popped up the question. And it was kind of tough because I didn't really know who he was as a person. And so I took some time, spoke with Sister Consistence, tried to find out who he was. Sister Consistence too didn't really know much about him because they only happened to meet here in Illinois. She went, tried to find out, and that was it. And tomorrow is going to make us 3 months into marriage. We got married on June 5th. And just to get it short, Elvis, I just want to thank you for being such an amazing husband. You're not just a husband, you're a brother. He is very disciplined. I'm kind of a disorganized person. He is very disciplined. At times I call him my discipline master because he keeps things in order. And I just want to thank you for all that you are doing, all that you've been doing so far. I don't take any of it for granted. You're such an amazing husband. And I thank God for bringing us together, and honestly, everyone in here, I am happily married. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to these beautiful people here. I want to start by thanking the Fonanes, Mr. Henry and the wife. This is a family that has transformed my life, even before I met Shaslin. When I came, I was in Plainfield, and for a while, coming to the United States, for those of you who came in through some means that maybe you didn't just come in and pick something and start doing. sometimes life can really be hard. And when you don't get someone to really hold you, it can be frustrating. So at that point, they were so much there for me, and they helped me put me on track. And so because of that, I became too close to them. And because I couldn't find a place to worship to, I started going and worshiping with them in the house because they worship at home. And when I started, it was an amazing experience. So if you permit me, I'll just link the story that let me give you a little detail to make it really quick to understand how God does things in a wonderful way. On this fateful day, they told me they will be going to Peoria to fellowship there with some family. I didn't know who the family was. They told me on the Sunday that they are going the following Sunday. So they just informed me together with all the other Christians that we fellowship together. So within that week, it wasn't really in my head to go. But on that Saturday, they were going on Sunday. On the Saturday, I thought about it. It just kept coming over me that, but let me just follow them and go and see where Peoria is. That was my thought. Let me just go to Peoria, because we had the option to stay at home and fellowship with the other families while they go to Peoria. But I thought to myself, as it kept pressing in my spirit, let me go. That's how I followed them. And let me tell you, before we reach Peoria, there's something Mr. Henry always narrates. There's something that happened I don't understand. It was getting to winter. Places were getting to fall, right? The leaves were already like yellow and things like that. But I don't know. I kept seeing the things so beautiful. Everywhere I would say, places are beautiful. Mr. Henry would turn and look outside and say, but until at some point he started asking us, but what are we seeing that he is not seeing? I was like, everything is green, and honestly, I don't know. Everything was just really so beautiful for me. As I approached Peoria, it was like I was seeing some beautiful place. I kept saying it. The good thing is that I was saying it. He was disputing because he didn't see what I was talking. Well, that was it. That was my impression. That the place was so beautiful. Until I told them that at the point that I will have to start walking, I want to go to Peoria. That was before we reached Peoria. I had not stepped my feet in Peoria at that time. I said I was going to go and stay in Peoria when the time is right. Finally, we arrived Peoria. Then into this beautiful lady's place. We fellowshiped, and then I saw her. She was so appealing to me because when I came to the United States, I had this conception that women in the United States, they are not so groomed like women at home. That was my impression because I just came. So I didn't know here there will be a woman that's groomed the way we say our women from home, but I was wrong. There, after the fellowship, the way she treated everybody, I was looking like I'm not looking, but I was looking. She'll bring water there, she'll wash hand, I'll wash my hands, and then later on I'll ask for more water again to wash my hands. She brought the water again, I wash my hands again. Then we left and went. It became a burden to me. It was really bothering me, but this is a woman. Well, I didn't tell anybody, I kept it my secret. Even them, I didn't tell them. Time came and went, and the 2 Sundays after we came again, fellowship, I was still taking my time to observe her because I wasn't looking for something to play around with. I was like looking for something to really get serious with. So I had to take my time. So when we fellowship again and then we went out, we were about going. Somehow he played some music and we started dancing. All of us, I was having some joy in me. Really much. It was so deep. I didn't understand what was happening, but I was just dancing. Then she was filming. Well, somehow, to cut a long story short, that's how I got her number, because I gave her my number to send me the video. So when she sent the video, with time, I just still took my time to monitor. And when by the end of the year, that was in December 31st, I couldn't keep it anymore. It was really getting like, this is the woman I want. That's when I went and explained to Mr. Henry that lady who went and saw in Peoria, I'm thinking about her. I've not been able to rest. So Mr. Henry now was still thinking of, he said, let's just take time and pray about it. But he didn't tell me that, let me not tell her. So that was on the 31st of December. By the 1st of December, I called her and told her, that's my new year. I made my resolution. Will you marry me? And so she said, okay, we'll think about it. So Mr. Henry called me later to ask me. He told me something on the 31st. What was it? Let's look for how to handle it. I told her, I already told the lady. I told the lady I want to marry her. He said, oh, you told her. And so that was it. And so from there, we began to get serious into it, but making sure we don't cross some lines. And that's how we groom ourselves, and then by the 5th of June, we had our wedding. So tomorrow 5th is actually making us exactly 3 months. And you know, they always say the most dangerous time of a flight is takeoff, right? And also the most dangerous times of many games or even football matches, they're starting because you get to try to understand what is happening. Yes, but for now, it has been a takeoff time, but I can assure you, and I'm really thankful to God, that has been a smooth takeoff. And since we're getting to understand the flight, I think we're going to enjoy the flight. You see, in marriage, there's no landing point with them. So I know it's going to be a safe flight, especially because she's my friend in everything. She's my prayer partner. She's even my football, my soccer player partner. We do everything together, and I'm so thankful to God that He could give me such a partner that we able to blend in all spheres of life. And so at home we play like kids, and I want to tell you, Shansling, me meeting you in the United States within this time, I am so blessed. And if you see me the way I am now, for those who really know much about me, it is this woman. Those who saw me on the day of my wedding and you see me now, you may see there's a little difference. No, the difference is just because of this woman. I have no other thing. So I am so happy, and I thank God, and I pray God, because I know it is not all about but what God can do for you. So I pray God to give me that love so big that I can nourish this woman, so that she will be shining till in her 80s and 90s and 100. I will still be nourishing her with my love, because I am ready to do it, and may God be my helper. So I will always love you. You are more than anything I could ever imagine in my life. So Chancellor, I will always love you.
Wow, I guess we can't get out of this one. And I really don't want to get out of this one, right? Okay, so this is my husband.
Yes.
We met in college. We were in 2 different colleges, right? But we were both in campus fellowship in our different colleges. I was the president in my own campus. He was president in his own campus. Wow. And we were colleagues, nothing going on. And then he traveled to the US. And then I became inspector of his own campus. And I sent him an email. He didn't respond. So I started hating him. I didn't like him at all. Then I came to the US. I had to bring together another fellowship group. He was there. I would talk to him, but I really did not like him. Fast forward many years down the road. I don't know how it happened until one day he was like, "Do you know that word dating?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had no clue. He's super smart, super cunning. That's how he got me. I was so deep in, I had no clue. No clue, right? But I was totally gone, like totally. I couldn't see anybody else. I couldn't think of anybody else. So he took over my heart, right? I tell him often that I wish I could like open my heart and fit him in there and just like carry him around with me so that he's with me everywhere. I tell you that often. Just because like when he used to be in Illinois, I was in Utah. I just could not take it. It was so hard, you know, and this man quit his job in Illinois to move out to Utah so I could finish my doctorate. He's amazing. Right? He's selfless. He's my covering. He covers us and our kids. Right? That's what a leader does. He's amazing. He makes it so easy to follow. He does. He's just amazing. He's super funny. He makes me laugh so hard I'm always choking. He's like, before I tell you, he's like, he's like, okay, put down the food. Don't put anything in your mouth. Like, don't drink the water, because he knows I'm going to laugh so hard, I'm going to choke. But he makes me laugh so hard. And when I have good news, he's the first person that I call, that I think of, that I want to talk to. We talk throughout the day. right? Throughout the day, even though I'm at work, even if I have a heavy caseload, we're talking. Even if I'm on a business trip, we're talking. We know every second of every day what we're doing. We're so connected. Whenever I want to call, he's like, I was trying to dial your number. How come you're calling me? We're so in tune. We buy the same thing on the same day at the same time. We're just so in tune. And we have 4 kids. He's an amazing dad. I couldn't ask for a better dad. I have a wonderful dad, and he's just amazing. Like, I see my dad in him, and he even takes it a notch up. And he's amazing with my family and my dad. Like, there are 5 of us kids, and the first 2 are girls. My dad loves his girls, but he's like, you know what? This is my first son. Like, that's the son that I always wanted ahead, and he got him. And my heart is so full. Like, this man is in there. You're not going anywhere. You're amazing, super smart, super motivated. You're just everything that the Bible says about a husband, being an example, being a leader, being everything. You are that. And you guide us in that direction, and you lead us. He prays for me before I do a presentation, if I'm succeeding in my career, in my job, all those awards that I take, it's him. Before I go anywhere, he lays hands on me and prays for me. When I'm scared for something, he does that. Yeah. And so, like, one more, I told him before I got married, like when I first joined Campus Fellowship, we had a marriage conference, and they taught us how to pray for a husband. I prayed for years, and every year I'll tell God, next year you bring my husband. Of course people come, but that was not him. And I said, okay, God, I was so scared of marriage. I said, you have to open heaven and throw down my own husband, because I don't think I can marry any of these people. And he did. He really did. Because I had a long list, like my friends can tell you. I had a book with the list of qualities for the man that I wanted to marry. And you will be shocked when I tell people they don't believe it. Like, he was checking those boxes. Like, my friend and I we were terrible. Like, we actually looked down the list to see if you check the boxes.
Can you share the list?
I could. But he's amazing. And what more can I say? I love you. Like, there's nobody else for me. I don't know how to do anything else besides you. It's God that gave you to me. And every day I thank God for you. Every day, every moment. You can ask him. I'll sleep at night and he'll wake. He's like, well, you're praying. You're talking about me. Because I pray for him even in my sleep. I pray for my husband. If he's leaving the house, I cover him. I pray for him. Because I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't come back. So I thank God for you. I thank you for just being amazing and for loving and for being patient. Like, I'm not an easy person to deal with. But he's super patient and super amazing and motivating. He did human resource. I need that, because if I have to deal with people, he's the one that I ask, how do I say this? And then when I go say it, people are like, wow, you're so articulate. You say it so. I'm like, because I have my secret, right? He feeds me the words. He's just amazing. And I love you. You're the one. You're it for me. You're my it. Thank you, baby.
Thank you. This is the example of submission standing right here. If you want to look at what submission looks like, this lady is. I just want every couple in here to know that when you are at the top of the mountain, know that God brought you there. If you are facing a valley right now, know that He's with you right there. As Mr. Henry said, when you focus on the things of God, marriage is one of them. And when you leave it out of God, you are on your own alone. You worship your own way, worship how you feel, but just know that the Creator is with you in your marriage. Brenda, I want to say it's an amazing 13 years with you. We have 4 children. Thank you for being that amazing, amazing mother, a friend, a wife. You complete me more than I could think. I thought sometimes I was strong, but when I look at you, how you do stuff, I just say, thank God for you. And you complete me. I love you so much, and many, 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 many more years till we're in our 90s, and maybe 100. Thank you. They always say like you save they say the last not the least or whatever it is. Yeah, but no, everybody's the best. Like the last but not the least. Amen. Yes, we thank you guys. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Consistent. I wish we do this every year. Because this is the only time probably we stand face to face, talk with about, with all their busy schedules. So we do this every year. That'll be great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We are so blessed. We thank all the couples who came out to honor this invitation, celebrate each other, celebrate love, celebrate marriage. God bless you all. God bless you all. And if you're available, you can join us tomorrow at home for fellowship. We always fellowship every Sunday, and you are always very welcome to join us at fellowship. Thank you so much. We pray that you have a safe trip back home, and we thank God for this event and hope that this happens every year. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Thank you for all you did. Thank you for the gifts, for the support, for the love, for the fun we shared together. I don't know if my husband has something to say. Daddy.
Thanks for having us. Now I'm Pam. Now I'm Rosie. Pastor.